tap in, yeah. Gon' tap in, tap in, yeah. Gon' tap in, tap in, yeah. Gon' tap in, tap in.
That's crazy.
It's your girl Key, reppin' Shy City. Got them STL boys in here with me. It gets crazy on this pod every Monday non-stop. Better tell all your friends, make sure they tap in.
When you hear my voice, yeah, it's time to tap in. Dropping every week to make sure you bring a friend. Cause I got mine and you know we dropping facts. So go and grab a drink, sit back and relax. Check your mental health every goddamn day. Can I get your number like we back in the day? This your favorite pod, yeah, you know we blowing smoke. Sports, music, news, we even got the joke. For one time, man.
We even got the joke.
God damn me, man. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Crazy But True the podcast. 3 screens on your screen today, but it's cool. Shout out to our boy Westside here out there handling business. But we got a great show lined up for y'all, man. Y'all know we do. Key, TVE, talk to the people. Let them know how y'all doing, how y'all been. Give them that number. And let's go. You did.
You dig. What's always me first. And my mental health, I don't know. Like, it's up here and down here at the same time. I don't even know.
Ooh.
Like, half of my mental is up here. The other half. So, I don't know. I'm going to give it a loose 7.
A loose.
I had a really good weekend, you know what I'm saying? But we get toward the end of the year, and it's a lot of things that got to be handled, you know, before that year ends. You start being like, oh, shit. Like, it's some shit I got to do. So, you know, good stress, but, you know, I'll give it a loose 7.
A loose 7. She said up her and down her at the same
time. At the same damn time.
Damn.
Roller coaster.
TV, how you doing down there? Are you up here, up down there, or in between? Where you at?
I feel like I'm a little up there. I can see, like I can see it, but I can't touch up there yet. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm feeling good, man. I honestly ain't got nothing to complain about, man. For the first time, I feel like in a little while. So you know, it feels good. Yeah,
good.
Man, it feels good, man. So my number, you know, I'm a good 8.7 right now.
That's nice. That's nice.
8.7.
You ain't got no complaints.
None.
That's what the pastor, the preachers say. That's usually what they say usually. That's crazy. Crazy, but it's true. Me, interesting day for your boy so far. I'm good though. My mental health I'm at a 7. A 7, like it's right there. It's content. I'm straight. I'm sturdy. I'm at a sturdy 7.
Good.
It ain't strong. It ain't too loose. It's nice and straight.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, 37. So for sure. So far, so good for me though. Hopefully, you know, by the end of the pod, you know, our only mission is those numbers go up. You did. All right, let's get right into it, man. Earlier I was talking about, you know, TV being a preacher. I gotta ask y'all about church. Earlier I was looking at some numbers about church, and they say church numbers been down in the last 10 years. Why ain't nobody going to church no more? Like, people literally are not like physically walking in churches and being in churches no more. Like, my first question for y'all is, are y'all physically going to church every Sunday? If not, can we know why? Because I want to know why nobody going to church. Why? What's wrong with church?
I mean, church is everywhere, man.
Yeah, they everywhere, but ain't nobody in them no more.
No, church is everywhere. I can pick up church right here. Church is right here.
Oh, you know what I mean? So
you know what I'm saying?
You saying you do this church?
Yeah, I can do that church, man.
He said he can. He ain't say he do it.
I'm confused. Oh, you confused me now, Key.
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm not a church guy. I don't go to church. You know what I mean? Me and the man upstairs, you know, he know my heart. So we connected. You feel me? So I ain't been to church in a very long time. But I mean, listen, if I can go and turn the TV on and get church, if I could turn my headphones on and get church, what I need to walk into the church for? You get what I'm saying?
Really? Yeah, I'm following you.
Unless it's for entertainment.
Entertainment purposes.
I don't have like a true answer as to why I stopped going to church. I will say, like, I didn't grow up in church. I made the decision to start going to church on my own, like sophomore, junior year, high school, I think. And then I continued that when I went away to college for a while. I think that coming from somebody who's actually been in church, like deep in that shit, in the choir and praise dancing, all that shit, it get real political sometimes. And it becomes a big obligation. I guess it also depends on what kind of church you go to. But I grew up, I was going to a Baptist church. So it wasn't just me coming on Sunday for about 2 hours getting the service. I'm there on Wednesdays, Thursdays, doing choir practice. I got to do praise dance. Now the pastor, we got a good relationship. So he want me to help him with something else that's going on. So now I'm doing research at the crib. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then when Sunday comes, they want me to come to Sunday school first. Then we got 2 services. You know what I'm saying? They want to help me serve. And I mean, I guess when you grow up in it, that could just be part of your life. Like, I spend this much time in church. But it's like when you get older, like nobody trying to spend all that time.
It's different. It's different.
At church all the time, G. So that's one thing. But you can get in. Another thing is you can get it on your phone. I can wake up on Sunday and turn on I can't think of her name right now. But basically you can find a church service on your phone at any time. I can pull it up right now and watch it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that people make it so much more, add so much more stress into that shit and so much more obligations into church that it makes people not want to go. But also, I think I have a lot of thoughts on this, obviously. I also feel like it could go with the family dynamic, right? So something that we do say about our generation is like, we don't even have a lot of barbecues and shit. Like, we still be waiting on the older people to cook the food and shit, right? Yeah. So it's nobody like our age that's being like, okay, family, let's go to church. Like, that's what they was doing when they was our age. They was taking their kids to church. Like, it didn't flow down for this generation. Well, yeah, they was. It didn't really flow down from that generation to this one to like make your family just up and go to church. Like, we more laid back. Like,
yep. It's fact. It's different. Church hit different now. And TB had a very good point. Like, now, back in the day, church wasn't always available on your phone and online. You can always watch Pastor Jordan or Pastor whoever, from your phone. So you literally have to be at church to get the word or to get whatever you were trying to get from church. Nowadays, you can have your phone and watch whatever mega pastor or, the local pastor, whoever you want to watch. Another point that I think nobody brought up is people don't believe in church no more. Like, a lot of our generation, I think it did stop at our generation. Like, we kind of stopped believing in church because there are some fake churches out there. Like, that's what that was part of my journey. That's why I kind of stopped going to church, because I was in the middle to trying to find a good church. And then I was running to some fake churches. I was like, hold on. I was like, wait a minute. This is what they do.
They just there for the money.
Yeah. I'm like, this is just a money, like, it's a money grab, or I'm not really supposed to get I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get from. I'm getting something else. Like, and TV had a good point.
They're not speaking to you.
It's entertainment. Like, you go there and it's like a church.
It's a show.
A show.
They performing.
Yeah. And it's like, it's weird trying to decipher that, because you don't know, the real, like, it get your mind get all. So I was like, I'm kind of good now, because I'm going for the wrong reason. I'm trying to go. I'm probably going to hear the word, but now I'm getting caught up trying to see what.
I'm people watching.
The outfit and how everybody doing all this and that. And then we get into like the homophobia in church. Like, it's a lot. The LGBTQ community is massive, right? Not saying they haven't been, but now they're more prominent and they're able to, express themselves. We have seen a lot of homophobic stuff going on in the churches.
That's right.
Then we also seen a lot of pedophilia and a lot of like perverted niggas in church.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
It just be
a lot of sinning going on in church.
Yeah. Like, let me watch it from the crib, because y'all energy is a little weird in this motherfucker.
Right. But man, it's funny. It wasn't funny when I read that, but I kind of shook my head at the stat. Like, church enrollment is down. They building all these churches and they empty, then they shutting down. In a year. Now you got vacant churches. Like, people are not going to church anymore. The enrollment is down. And the only generation that's really still in churches, our mom, our grandparents are still physically going to church, because they don't know how to get on the computer every Sunday to watch service, or the internet keep going in and out, and they can't really watch it or get into it. So they are the only ones who really physically still getting up and going to church. Both services, Key.
Yeah, both services. Man, it's crazy because I know somebody who got 3 kids, but she go to church by herself on Sunday. She don't even take her kids with her. She don't even take her kids to church with her.
Church has no in between. It's either highly entertaining or it's hella boring. You know what I mean? To the point where you just be like, what are you talking about, dog? You know what I'm saying? I remember being back there, and I used to do that little. You used to wear the gown and stuff. Here you go. Here's the blood of Christ. Here you go. Thank you. I did all that, reading passages. I used to sit back there and be like, man, I'm bored as hell. And I'm part of it. You know what I mean? They used to have to say it twice for me to remember to go. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm bad. You know what I mean? Like, church is either entertaining or it's boring, man. And like TJ said, or it just don't speak to you. You know what I mean? Like, back then, our parents could go look at multiple churches to see which church actually, they feel it. The preacher is preaching to them. Nowadays, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. It's just too much going on in the church.
It's different.
Better at home.
It's different.
My couch comfy.
But I do want to start going back to church, but I know what kind of church I want to go to. Like all that other shit I just said, I'm not doing it. I want to go to one of them like non-denomination churches where you go in that bitch for an hour and a half and you leave. Like no bullshit. I just want to hear the sermon. You can sing 2 songs and I gotta go. Like that's what I want. So I do eventually want to start going back to church, but I'm not doing all that choir, praise dance, Sunday school. I'm not doing all that, dude. But there is like being in the church, it is a different feeling. Like being in the building is completely different than watching it at home.
Yes, and like you said, Keith, especially these new churches, when you become a member, they require you to do something. Like you just can't like be a member of that month. You gotta like join something like
you gotta be a part of a committee or some shit. Like no.
Oh dang. I need those like that.
Come to church. I just want to come to church
and leave.
Hour and a half. Thank you, God, and everything. See you next day. But it's different. They want you to like sign up and be in the choir and sing. Like, what you mean?
You got to do some volunteer committee, help with the kids or something, help with a fundraiser. And they're not wrong for that because, I mean, that's the people supposed to take care of the church. But life be lifing, baby. I got another going on. I'm just trying to hit a word.
Right. I take care of the church when I put my money in that little basket you pass around.
And please stop comparing churches to concerts. They be like, you go to so-and-so concert. Yeah, so we'll go to so-and-so concert.
And that's one day. Church every Sunday. This nigga came to Chicago for one night.
Oh, you stand for Beyonce? What thing on? I mean,
can't stand for the Lord, huh?
It's crazy. Crazy boy.
I love the Lord. Hallelujah. Amen.
I love the Lord. I got nothing against churches, but I told y'all my spiel. But Crazy Boy Church, please check in with us. Let us know. Are you at church every Sunday? Are you there Wednesday? Are you there for Saturday night rehearsal? Then back there on Sunday again for both services? Check in with us. Let us know. Put a church down in the comments. Let us know you praise the Lord at church and not on your phone.
You did. Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, what we got next for the Crazy But Yours?
We could jump right in, man, because I'm always wanting to know how men is thinking. So I want to know today, like, what is the real reason that men spin a block on a woman? I've heard conflicting sides. Like, some people say, oh, don't think it's because you really mean something to him. He just want to see if it's possible. He just want to see if you silly. So what's the reason? What's the real reason? You trying to see if she a goofy? Or you really like her like that?
TV, would you say it's numerous reasons or would you say it's just one reason?
I plead the fifth.
You can't plead the fifth.
It's multiple reasons, man. It's so many reasons. Like, we be here all day.
Okay.
We'll be here all day.
Let's do half a day then.
Man.
Okay, half day. Oh man, go ahead and give him one, TJ, man.
Man, spinning the block crazy.
Okay, just answer this part. Is it because you think she a goofy?
Could be.
No.
Could be.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no, Key. Damn, that's tough because I got my own reasons for spinning the block, but the main reason you spin the block because that thing simply because it's for the sex.
Snapping.
That thing was fire on both ends because she's spinning the block too. If you spinning the block, she's spinning the block too. That means it had to be, top level, top notch. That's the only.
I'm saying whether she spin back or not. Like you just hitting her up. Like, oh, it's been a minute. Let me see. Let me hear her line. So she might be spinning back. She might not. But I'm gonna let you finish what you're saying right there.
Yes, Key.
Yeah. That thing was thinking.
That case, yes.
The thing was thinking.
Yeah, the thing was thinking, and she might be a goofy.
She might be a goofy. But when you say goofy, we talking about the good goofies.
Yeah, like y'all laugh together a lot.
Like one of your favorite goofies,
You laugh at her a lot.
Yeah, you laugh at her a lot. Like, stupid. Here she go again.
No, but spinning the block is definitely toxic, but it's an adventure, it's fun, and you only doing it because you want to see, is she a goofy and that thing snapping still. Also, you testing yourself too. As a man, when you spin a block, you kind of testing yourself to see, okay, let me see, do I still kind of got that real quick?
Yeah.
Like, can I still, you testing your pride a little bit when you spin the block as a man. You want to see, can you still,
Yeah. I guess we kind of spin a block for the same reasons when you like put it like that. Because like, even if I'm not planning to treat him like a goofy, like he got to be at some level of goofy to take me back, like to entertain this conversation, right? Like I'm trying to be realistic here because I'm like, how dare you guys? But like,
that's why y'all got
though,
chemistry because y'all goofies together.
If I did something to you and then I'm like, let me see, was it really that bad? Or is he gonna go? Like, let me see. I guess that's right. But there has to be a reason. I'm gonna see if you're a goofy because there's a reason I'm trying to fuck back.
Right.
Either that shit was good, you was actually kind of sweet, and I want to see like you gonna fuck with me again? Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Ah, damn, no, he got boundaries. Fuck. He got boundaries. Shit, he said no. He didn't respond.
That's funny. Like when women, recollection of spinning the block is hilarious.
That is funny.
Yeah, I guess you got to be some level of goofy to let them motherfuckers.
Like 85% of the time, niggas are goofies. 85% of the time.
They gonna text back.
Yeah.
They gonna go.
The goofiest of niggas gonna always.
Man, you bogus, man. Where you at? You didn't have to do me like that, man. You trying to slide?
Come on, mama, a bitch, but it's cool. Where you at again? That's crazy. We goofy.
You ain't have to keep my fucking card, but man, what you want?
God.
That's sick.
And the block is definitely a mind thing. Like it's mind over matter. Like, are you
control thing?
And are you that goofy to go back? Like, are you really that goofy?
Both ways. To go back to spin it? To go spin it?
Ways.
To spin it or get spun, you gotta be goofy.
Y'all let motherfuckers spin on y'all?
Like you the one that broke up. You stupid and you gonna go back? Wow.
Right.
Oh, you goofy. No, you
No, that's different. That's different though. That's different though, because now he testing to make sure that he made the right decision. Like, should I really have left?
You know why you left. You're goofy.
Yeah. But they do the same thing. It's like, man, dang. Was this a good decision? Then you spin back, you be like, yeah.
See, if I break up with you, I'm not spinning back. You gotta hit me up. And then I'm gonna think about if I should give you a chance. Whoa. I'm not. If you spin, you is the goofy. If you break up and spin back, I'm sorry, you the goofy. Because you ain't really mean what you said. You ain't standing on that shit. I'm standing on that shit.
They do that shit. they break up and then don't see each other for a week and then they bump into each other. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Goofiest of goofies, man.
Yeah. I just had to get a male's perspective on that one. So y'all let motherfuckers spin the block. We kind of talked about that part before, but I'm gonna ask again. Y'all let motherfuckers spin back on y'all?
Once you done, you done.
Yeah, I used to, but not no more. I used to be weak-minded. I used to be a goofy.
Once you done, you done, man. Ain't no back end.
I participated in some goofy activities for sure. But it never goes well. It's like never. Once you do it, you be like, damn, I should never even did that.
Never goes well.
Like, damn, I am goofy. That's crazy.
You had a goofy moment, right? You had a goofy moment right there.
Damn. Yes. They just want to see if you was goofy, and you was. So don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, because that'd be the worst feeling is when they hit you up, like she hit him, and then he texts back, and then she don't respond, and then he's sitting there like, damn.
Goofy.
Or y'all actually fuck back with each other, and the motherfucker do just how they did you the first time.
Facts. The old bait switch.
Should have just kept it at the distance.
Damn.
That's toxic
That's
at its
tough. Yeah,
highest
that's
form,
tough.
dog.
Yeah, that's tough. You hit somebody in the head with that one, Key. Somebody doing like this right now.
Trust me, look, I done been through it all. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody know. Don't be like I was. Don't even do it.
For sure. Please, Crazy But True, please drop a what can I drop?
Recycle emoji.
Recycle emoji down.
Don't we get one of those? Yeah, they got one of those.
Yeah, the little triangle. Yeah, here we go.
Drop that in the comments, man. If you look goofy, drop it down in the comments. You goofy before. We all been there.
No, drop it if you spin it or you've been spun on. We won't know which one.
There you go.
Let's put it on there. You did.
That was a wild Key. Wow.
Hell, man.
We gotta get juicy in this bitch.
Oh, I used to Well, they say spin the block, spin it one more time.
Spin the block twice.
Spin the block
like
twice, like it ain't nowhere to park. That's what it is.
Spin the block twice.
Crazy.
Man, what we got next for the Crazy But True? No, we need a drop, man. Come on, give us a drop.
Man, listen. Hey, you tuned in to Crazy But True, the podcast, man. You already know what it is. It's your favorite podcast. We got 3 of us today, but it's your 3 favorite faces, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in on every social media at Crazy But True. Come on, man. You know what it is. Crazy But True, the podcast. You did?
You did.
Yes, sir. All right, what we got next for our Crazy But True, man? You know they thirsty, you know they want more. So what we got next for them?
Listen, man, I got a question for y'all. So I was watching shows the other day. Man. Reality shows, they call them. And I'm watching this shit, looking at this show like, man, ain't no fucking way this is reality. Ain't no fucking way. Y'all ever been sitting on the couch just like, man, what the fuck is this shit? This is not reality TV.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think any of that shit is reality.
Facts. Well, anything that come on Zeus, I don't know what that is, what they got going on over there on Zeus.
Facts.
Zeus got something in the air over there. They got everybody just fighting. They got everybody just banging. I don't know what kind of TV is that. Like, turn on Zeus if you want to watch. I don't even know what we watching. Like, what you watch, we turn on Zeus. Everything, every show is a fight show. Everything is fight night on Zeus.
Yeah, all of those shows are not real. Like, Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff too. Because it's like, it's not reality because these people not even really friends for real. Y'all literally making them meet up at certain places to make these conversations happen or making them act like friends just so they can get into conflict with each other. That shit ain't real. But we all know that ain't real. You know, another show that comes to my fucking mind when I think of this, Pawn Stars. Gee, that shit is not real, G.
Oh my God.
Because people be walking in there with little bogus ass TVs and shit. Y'all have vetted these people to say, oh, let me look at this shit and check and see if it's real before you even come right here. I feel like they check all that shit out before they actually do the show. Like, ain't nobody just walk in like that. And then you called your homie, he came in 20 minutes.
Come on now.
To check the validity of this form and all this stuff. That shit is not real.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's not real.
And that's a good show too, because
I love that show, but it's not like real.
Yeah, I don't like the show they trying to get over on you, like make you think it's real. No, I don't do that.
Like Shorty just walked in with this vintage shit like that, and she walked out that day with that money. She ain't. You told her to come back next week because your dude was off on vacation for a while.
Yeah, I don't like shows like that. Like
facts. I'm gonna take it a little farther, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say I was watching Naked and Afraid, and ain't no fucking way that show is real.
That's a good one.
Ain't no fucking way, dog.
You don't think so?
You telling me these people is butt ass naked, laying in the middle of a jungle. It's 20 degrees outside. They out overnight.
They be getting sick as hell on that though, don't they?
Not for real. They wake up the next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't sleep all night. It was so cold. I didn't sleep. I didn't get any sleep. The bugs were all over my face.
Bro, that's so real. I still got it.
No, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way it's real. Well, I watched the episode the other day. These dudes, they went 6 or 7 days, no food, no water.
Hell no.
No food, no water. They couldn't even get a fire going because it was raining the entire time. So there wasn't no way for them to boil no water.
They would have died.
Come on, man. Then they sleeping talking about something. We in Africa or some shit talking about something. I hear elephants right around us. They're walking right behind us. No, shut the fuck up, man. Ain't no way these motherfuckers finna let a herd of elephants walk right behind you while you laying down in the middle of the fucking.
And my question be, who's recording all of this shit? If y'all out here naked and afraid.
So that's my thing. That's the part that gave me because y'all know I'm into like TV and shit. Like when even this like naked and afraid, I was like, damn, they got a whole fucking cast back here behind these cameras. Motherfucker don't even see this.
And like, where do they go? Where do they go at nighttime? Where do they go at nighttime?
Right there next to them in the tent right there. You know, so they got a whole little shed over here.
They got a portable shed.
But the thing is, even if they is recording it, so these niggas sitting here eating burgers and shit while I'm starving.
Yeah,
because I know you ain't starving. Hell no, man. Nah, you right.
No way,
that
dog.
shit ain't
Naked
real.
and afraid. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Right, TV. That's crazy.
Fake ass shit, man.
Yeah,
I made it 21 days.
Yeah, I don't like shit like that. The only time that was real to us then was Fear Factor.
That was real.
As real as it gets.
That's the only one.
That was real as fuck.
And the 5 heartbeats.
That was too real. Not the 5 heartbeats. That was too real. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like shows thinking that's like that. Don't try to tell me it's real. No, man. I'll do Naked and Afraid though. I'll do Naked and Afraid.
Have fun, Brody.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping in a fucking shed at nighttime. Damn, they sneaking them food behind camera, low key.
Right, that's how you survive. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like you sure?
Hey, man, damn,
I see you drinking that water right there.
I know you smell the grill back there,
just
man.
Let me get some water.
Here, Polar sausage.
They be taking showers and shit.
Oh, wait, he said they barbecue because he said they barbecue.
They got pork steaks going back here, dog. Ribs.
Why that nigga laying in the grass throwing up water?
And the cat's going crazy. They got to spray it. These niggas starving.
They like, we told you couldn't have no food. They like, we already told you. No, it's only enough for us.
Oh, no, hey, cook out here, dog.
These niggas eating worms and shit while they're smacking his fucking ribs in the back. That's nuts.
Baby backs. Okay, sure. That's a reality for your ass. You ain't getting none of this. Hungry ass.
God, I'll never forget when I found out the cash cab was fake.
Oh,
I was about to say that. I was about to say cash cab not real, but we already know that. Obviously.
Man, that blew my mind. I was like, ain't no way, dog. They showed this car sitting on a trailer. They just drive.
But it be looking like he driving.
And he just sitting there going like this. He just
and they even show from an outside perspective. They show a taxi driving, so they really trying to send us off.
Man,
yeah,
I couldn't wait.
So is anything real? Is any reality TV real?
If it's on TV, it's fake.
That's the question we should be asking.
It's all set up some way.
Fake ass. It's always ain't no really real TV shows. It's really not. He's rolling the camera like this, one person. It ain't like that no more.
No, not at all.
He said they got the whole cast.
I'm telling, bro, they gotta feed.
Why these niggas laying in the leaves, crying, hungry as hell.
Hey, oh God, watching them trying to make a fire while they got a whole grill.
Like, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Eating a whole burger.
Order up 2 burgers.
Look, I never do that shit. Smacking some food. It wouldn't be me.
But that's so wild to me. Whoa. Man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. These TV shows gotta stop. That's why nobody watch cable no more. Everybody is streaming, man, because that shit fake as fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. What a time. Man, crazy but true. I guess, man, check in with us, man, with your favorite fake TV shows. Drop them down in the comments. That cash count is really crazy because I was always ready for cash cab. I do like random trivia just to get ready for that shit. Kind of find
people taking trips to New York, bro. Trying to find the cash cab.
It's on a trailer.
So that means they already picked these people out beforehand.
Basically.
Actors.
Sign up, you guys sign up online. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. All right, what we got next on the crazy but
blew my mind.
It's crazy. Crazy.
I want to know about parenting. This is a show on Hulu, and it's about like different parenting styles and how those parenting styles affect the children and all this shit. So I'm just curious to know, like, do you think that you can create a family with someone who has a parenting style that's completely different from yours? Like, for example, if this person don't believe in whooping kids, but you do, type shit like that.
No, y'all gonna be divorced in 3 years.
Yeah, that's a wild.
That's
Can't do that.
That's tough.
First off, anybody that's like hell bent on whipping their kids probably need to rethink about having kids. That shouldn't be like your discipline. Like if they act out of line, I gotta whoop.
I'm whooping that ass.
That should never be. Should never be the thing. But I mean, to answer your question, I feel like every relationship is that. You know what I mean? Because no two people have the same parenting style. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the same upbringing.
But isn't that?
But how different? Like,
what's the extent?
What you say, DJ?
I'm thinking like it can't be that different because that's the whole reason why you kind of procreate with somebody, because y'all are similar. In my mind,
you're similar as in you guys, but your kids are not going to be similar. You know what I mean?
Okay, so if you say your kid could curse and your girl don't want your kid to curse, then what y'all gonna
do? I mean, you find a happy medium. You let your kid curse when she's not around.
Easy.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Because I'll be reading and I hear these stories like, okay, for example, a lot of the time, you'll hear stories about how back in the day when I'm reading a book and it'd be like the dad would beat the fuck out of the kid and the mom would be like, oh, please don't do that. And like, mind your fucking business, and keep whooping the fuck out the kid. And then the mom is consoling the kid afterwards. But it's like, why you not standing up to your husband? Or why did you marry a man who gonna beat the shit out of your kid when you don't want them to? Type shit. Yeah. And so that's what got me to thinking, like, me personally, I'm not doing that. Me personally, I'm not gonna be able to be with somebody, and it ain't got to just be whooping. But like, if you think my kid should be drinking with you, or you think, you know what I'm saying, it's okay for your son to be having sex at 12, but your daughter can't. Not saying she should. Neither one of them should. Like that type of shit. Like, I think that everybody is different, so we not gonna do things exactly the same way. But if that shit too extreme, I can't.
Yeah, like, do people like how they? I don't know. Like, do people have that conversation before they have kids? Like, look,
they don't.
I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna be like this with the kids. Like, this is what I'm gonna do with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, do they?
You know how quick some people have these kids with each other.
Yeah.
So I think that some people are having those conversations, but the majority of people, I don't think is having them conversations at all. They barely even know each other before they get to getting popped off. A lot of the time. So I don't know. I don't know.
Cause I be telling my shawty right now, look, yeah, you ain't gonna be picking my shawty, you ain't picking my kid up. I tell her, like, you ain't got no kid, I ain't thinking about no kid. I'm just saying, like, no, I ain't picking my kid up like that.
What you mean picking your kid? Like holding your kid?
No, I'm just saying, like, I be having that conversation already. Like, I don't even be having kids.
Back to yourself.
I'll be like,
you be acting it out in your head, like how it's gonna go.
Yeah, or like mention that, like, we'll be out, and I see, like, you know, some parenting like out in public. Not, hell no. Like, that'll never be me or us, like some shit.
Yeah,
shit like that, and I look at her to make sure, like, you're right. Yeah, I was making sure.
You agree with me, right?
Yeah, make sure we hear with that shit, because I'll beat in public. I'm beating my kid ass. Like, you agree with that? I just look at her to make sure. Like, shit like that. I feel like, is that normal TV? Like a normal like shit to have before you have kids?
Yeah, facts. To think about how you're gonna raise your kid, I feel like that's normal, you know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as the only person here that has a kid, however you think you're gonna raise your kid is probably completely wrong.
You don't know till you get to that motherfucker.
You have no idea until you have that kid and you can tell how that kid's behavior. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can be the best of parent, but your kid is just bad. Man, you know what I mean? Like some of these kids, they don't care about punishments. They don't care about spankings. They're going to do what they want regardless. You know what I mean? So then it's going to change your parenting style. You know what I mean? But yeah, you never know, man. Because I used to think like, man, because like my dad was that type, like, I'm on your ass if you fuck up type shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dang. But it also made me not want to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I never wanted to whoop my kids like that. But I knew I had to be like stern. You know what I mean? And my girl is not that ever. You know, she's the, come here, let me see what's wrong with you. I'm like, man, let that boy live, man. He be all right, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you eventually find a middle ground, you know what I mean? And you also learn, like, damn, what I thought would be a good parenting method is not. Their method works way better than mine. You know, you got to be able to admit that to yourself, for one, especially for like women that have boys and, you know, men that have girls. Cause like I can't teach my daughter how to be a woman. You know what I mean? I gotta pick that up from you as I go, and vice versa. So,
damn, it's crazy to
merge.
It's crazy to think like what you think in your head ain't gonna happen in real life. Like,
no,
damn.
Like say you got like 10. Say you got like 10 things, you might be able to catch 3 of those. You know what I mean? 3 of those might stick. The other ones, you like, damn, I thought for sure they was gonna work.
Yeah.
Shit, trash, gotta throw it out the window.
You always gotta be ready to adapt. Absolutely, 100%. Like you gotta, like you said, once your kid get here, then you'll know. I think just the basis of it is just kind of at least having an idea of what type of person you about to have this baby with. Like we is gonna have to switch this shit up, but like, is you a kid beater? Is you a neglectful motherfucker?
The vetting process need to be stepped up. Like that need to be talked about a lot more. I'm with you on that. Like, especially like you said, the extremes. If it's like I'm here and you all the way down here, I gotta rethink some things. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you beat kids,
I can't fuck with you, D. Like you're not gonna beat my kid.
Yeah, or if you with them like, well, once my kid hit a certain age, I'm gonna let them do what they want. It's like, that's not our duty as the parent.
Yeah.
Even another thing for me, like, if my kid gay, they gotta get kicked out, or I'm not fucking. Yeah, like damn, what type of nigga is you?
I'm gonna disown my child if this, like, what?
Yeah, shit like that. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, we definitely gonna have to adjust and adapt. It's good. But what's your morals?
It's good to have those are the conversations you should be having. Okay, so I should not be having kids with you.
Yeah, let me not even.
So that's why it's good to hear people talk like that and have a conversation, because you're like, whoa, that's how you think about kids.
Before you have a fucking kid with them.
Before you had a kid, but like I said, like when they get a chance to have a conversation, we already
we smacking shit.
We already
pregnant. You don't even know her middle name. She pregnant with your baby.
Already.
Fuck that kid up.
Man. This is a crazy world. This is a crazy.
It is, G. True. That's why I'm scared to have kids. I don't even want no kids, G. I'm gonna be in prison.
She said we in there before we know the middle name. Is crazy. It's
crazy. I'll be in prison over my motherfucking kid, G. I don't know.
But yeah, crazy, but
yeah. Interesting topic, you know?
Very interesting.
Pay attention to who you making kids with.
For real. And have that conversation about kids. For us fellas, sometimes it can be a little, women don't have that problem talking about kids and marriage and stuff like that. But I feel like as fellas, we get a little nervous when women bring that up.
Just talking about it, niggas get nervous.
Any part of a relationship too. You can be fucking 3 years in, 6 years in, but it don't matter. Like we still like get a little nervous when we get that conversation. But fellas, we should be having that conversation too. Don't be scared to have that conversation to see what your future baby mama gonna be on when y'all had kids. I'm just saying.
That's the one a lot of niggas be saying. Get to know a person. I wish I would have knew this about her beforehand.
Yeah, that'd be their number one thing. And at the homeboy, we like, bro, you ain't know. Like at the homeboy, we be like, bro,
you was fucking with Shorty for 3 years. How you ain't even know?
Right. I knew, but you ain't. Like,
I saw that. The
fuck. Crazy, but it's true. Crazy. It's a nasty cycle. That's a nasty cycle. All right. What we got next? Oh, I know what time it is, man. It's time for CBTRoses, man. Where it's a time of the podcast where we spotlight someone, something, or anything. But it's time to give out a CBT rose. Y'all got any roses to give out today?
Do you, TJ?
Huh?
You first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out.
You rarely go first.
Now look, and it's a rare rose for me, man. I want to get my rose out to my boo thing, man. My boo thing really been, it's been interesting because this low key been my longest relationship.
Hey, look at that.
I just want to, show her some love on the podcast today. Give her a little rose. I give her real roses.
Period.
Just saying, I just let people not give her real roses. I want to give her a CBT rose today. So shout out to Boots. You know what she is. You did.
We like that.
All right. Keep what you got.
My rose goes out to real niggas, real men. Men that still know how to court women. Women that still get bitches. Women that know how to date. Like real ass niggas, G.
Damn,
y'all are not.
Can you put a lot of reels? There's a lot of reels.
Y'all are scarce out here, G. Very scarce. I'm probably only talking to 5 motherfuckers right now. So I'm gonna give my rose to the last 5 real niggas on this planet.
Whoa, hey.
I don't know where y'all at, but
hey, y'all last 5. Check in with us, please. Them last 5 real niggas she talking about.
Put that 5 hand.
Don't even check in with them. Just slide in my DMs.
Put that 5 hand.
Don't even put no comment. Just get in my DMs.
No, you gotta come to us first. We gotta vent. We gonna start venting her niggas. Man, this is crazy.
It's real crazy out here, man.
She said the real
men.
Real niggas. Real men.
Yeah.
Real nigga mans. Listen, man. Hey, my rose goes out to everyone that's willing to take a leap of faith on themselves. Hear me, listen to me closely. Everyone that is willing to bet on themselves to pursue what they want in life, my rose go to you. It ain't the easiest thing to do, but in the end, it might be the most rewarding thing you ever did.
Our rose.
Wow, my rose, man.
Yeah, fine.
Great.
A lot of people out there.
A lot of people, man.
Like damn TV, I did that, but I fell on my ass. You still here?
Still here, man. Give it another go.
Everything
happened on
do
the
it again.
time.
But did you die?
Listen, you made a lot of strides. You know, you might have took a loss, but you learned a lot of lessons. Bet you won't do that again, and I bet you get a little farther when you try it again.
Period. Pick yourself back up.
Yeah, fire. Damn, all right. Well, you know what other time it is? It's time for some advice, man, where we leave out with something. We give you something to hold on to the next time you see us. You dig? What kind of advice y'all got for our people out there?
My advice today is put yourself first. Put you first. You know, we spend a lot of time worrying about our family, our friends, trying to do so much for everybody else that we forget about ourselves. You can't do nothing for anybody else if you don't first take care of what you need to take care of for you. You have to put yourself first, do what's best for you, whether that be with relationships, money, jobs, whatever the case may be. Do your thing, man. Work on this first, and then you can pour into everybody else.
That's a fact. Even though Jaheim said put that woman first, he said that. Look at
old and regular.
They said, look at him now. That's crazy. Look at how you put that woman first. Keep right. Put yourself first, man. That's crazy.
Put yourself first.
Crazy, but it's true. My advice go to this. We just seen a lot of my baby starting school today pictures. Your baby back in school. We see the pictures, but please do not let this be the only time we see pictures. Show us day 30. Show us day 60. Show us motherfucking 3 months too. When they suspended. So give us a picture too. I'm just saying.
Show us dragging your kid out of school.
Yeah, it was one picture at the beginning of the year. We never see nothing.
We don't hear shit else.
Nothing. Maybe until graduation, if they graduate. But that's all we see. I'm just saying, y'all give us the first day, give us some updates too. Like
the honor roll picture, all that shit, pizza party, whatever.
I want to see that shirt button up in the first picture. By week 3, that motherfucker leaning over. They turn.
Even in class like this.
We need some updates.
And so my advice, man, just give us some updates on them kids. Yeah, I give us the first day. We want to see day 30, day 60, day 92.
2 weeks from now. Just show us that. Goddamn. Y'all don't be having y'all kids for more than 2 weeks. My fault. My fault. Hey, listen, I'm gonna piggyback off of Keith. You know what I'm saying? She said, make sure you take care of yourself, put yourself first. Listen, we hit the end of the summer, man. The heat is cranking up. Put yourself first. Do not walk outside the house without putting deodorant on. It's too many of y'all that's musty as hell out here.
Swear to God.
Knowing it's 95, 97 degrees outside, and y'all musty as hell.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Put some deodorant on, man. Put yourself first, man.
Yeah.
Put yourself in the shower.
All you need is 2 swipes. Up, down. That's it.
Don't tap in. Put yourself first and put that deodorant first. You heard it here first.
Shout out to the Lou. It's a Midwest connection, man. You know what we do. If you tune to our pod, make sure you like and subscribe.
That's crazy, G.
It's crazy but true. The remix, it's the sequel everybody wanna see. First time I was solo on the track, ran it back, now we stack. Time for pod therapy. So what's what? You don't know who joining us. They got questions, we got questions. The hot seat just warming up. Okay, maybe that's enough. I got friends that want to speak. Let me tell them step on up.
Tap in. Oh, y'all did that, man.